Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving once again into Great League Remix Cup, but this time with some battles submitted by Vulpix. The second Vulpix is gonna be on Politoed, so we are having a crazy team inspired by my last video. I was having back then a Gyarados with double elite aims, I was having a Shadow Zapdos with optimal IVs, and of course upon the lead I was having Shadow Quagsire, a triple Shadow team that inspired this team in particular and this trainer. You can see that this Zapdos doesn't have a second move, but as this trainer told me, he doesn't even need to have a second move because everyone is gonna steal the drill pack. I really understand that this Pokemon is pretty amazing, and also you have all the damage that you need on your drill pack as well. So having up on the lead this Stunfisk, I really prefer another mad boy like the Quagsire, but this Stunfisk can also be a really huge asset. Having double electric on your team can really work against the Flyers, and also you have a huge access to that Mud Bomb, so it is kind of a better Whiscash on some situations. And you can see right here that even against this Victreebell you can still destroy it down if you have energy, dealing a lot of damage to that Pokemon. So here comes now the Sylveon, and things can get pretty tricky. However, we can still rely on Stunfisk to finish off the game, I believe, because this Sylveon is not that tanky overall. And here is double Vulpix going for the final with the discharge. It is barely enough to finish off, so this is a huge first victory for Vulpix. Next on trainers and then Empoleon, we're having the huge matchup up on the lead. Okay. This is kind of weird because we take super effective, they also take super effective. We cannot take a move, they can kind of take a move, the Mud Bomb, but they are gonna be left on the red with all those Mud Shots, to be honest. So they decide to block as well, which is really huge, and another Mud Bomb is imminent. I really like this play, staying in against this Empoleon, but the opponent decides to go for the switch out to the Toxicroak, and because this Pokemon starts flying, it is just gonna take super effective damage from that discharge. Perhaps they didn't know what they were doing, so here comes now the Zapdos, which is gonna take a lot of damage from those charms, but he doesn't care at all. Vulpix is just gonna go for the finish off, and another move is coming up, this time against this Empoleon, almost finishing it off, leaving it at the point that he can simply farm down, but he makes a very smart choice here, using that Stunfisk to absorb all that energy that this Empoleon has, and also now he has a very good matchup against this Scizor. Taking the first one I think is the better call here. Okay, pretty well played because they also took the boost, but this makes no sense at all because right now this Gyarados is absolutely gonna wreck apart this Scizor. Next on trainers, and at this point be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, it really means a lot, and you show this way your appreciation to the channel and my efforts to bring you the best of the best content out there. Also be sure to check in the description the link to fill out the form to send me more battles like this trainer did, and you might have a chance to get shoutcasted on my channel. Most probably you will. Just make sure that you're gonna submit 2 sets that are gonna be pretty much competitive, not a lot of lags from your enemy, no under levels and stuff like that. But anyways, now let's return to the battles because we're having this Grident, which is just gonna take the damage from the drill pack, but also Zapdos took out a shield, so that's pretty equal I believe, and we had a very good lead against that Toxicroak, and I think that Vulpix knows that, so his other 2 Pokemon can still go pretty well against Toxicroak. This entire team can go pretty well against Toxicroak, double flyer at the back, you have the Mud Bomber up on the lead, so yeah, especially with shield Zaps you have nothing to worry about. So the opponent makes a very good switch out, it said Knog, I have no idea what that meant, and it is the Alola Marowak, because everything is in German I believe. I do not know German at all, I am a Greek guy that knows English, as you can see, and right here the Aqua Tail is just gonna destroy down the Marowak, and the Toxicroak is just gonna return, shielding the Sludge, I believe. So here comes now the final move that will settle things down, the Aqua Tail dealing a lot of damage to that glassy Toxicroak, and the victory will be for double Vulpix. Next on trainers, and we're having a Mud Boy up on the lead, which is not mud at all, just water, with a bubble version of Politoed. Okay, I was not expecting that, to be honest. So here comes out the crunch on that Meganium, and Meganium is just gonna have Razor Leaf. Was it Razor Leaf? I'm not sure though, I'm not sure. So a lot of energy to spend here if they do not have Razor Leaf. So another move coming up from Vulpix's side. This crunch will take another block, which is really huge. I don't think that we saw a defense drop at this point, so another move coming off from that Vine Whip, as it is Meganium, and this Zapdos is trying to go for the move. However, the game lags a little bit, so that will not be the case. And of course you can see that this Meganium is absolutely awesome, taking both of our shields out, but still Zapdos is just gonna destroy down with the Flexi charged up attack over here, and a very nice catch on that Stunfisk. He knows that a Soul Beam will be deadly, but if he can catch this Weather Ball, everything is just gonna take their way to home. So here comes now the Meteor something. I guess that is gonna be something like a Weather Ball. So this charge is just gonna do excuse me, a lot of damage to that thing, and because we have Mud Shot, not Thunder Shock, we cannot finish off with our Stunfisk. However, we already have a double Drill Peck ready to go, so the enemy will just get destroyed down. You can see that we can still reach to another one right on the edge. Really well played here from our trainer, and of course the opponent tried to do their best, but yeah, Shadow Zapdos is closer. Even with one move, you can see that it is pretty much one of the best Pokemon around. So next on trainers, and we're having obviously a very good lead against Mandibuzz. We resist the flying moves and we can simply answer back with super effective discharges. However, this Mandibuzz doesn't run Air Slash, so that can be a little bit tricky because we still need 3 discharges and they can reach up to a move pretty fast, but still you can see that Stunfisk can really put up the work. They switched out to something that I have no clue. Oh my goodness, what is this? I have no clue what its name is, but this weird thing, the grassy second evolution starter, is just gonna answer back at us with a pure energy ball. I think that was energy ball, so we are gonna destroy it down with the Drill Peck, and we already have all the energy on the world to go for another one. Oh my goodness, the opponent is just gonna do whatever they can to bring down the Zapdos, but it is just not gonna be enough because we also have shields. A very nice over from here for the Shadow Zapdos, and now this weird starter is just gonna go down. Oh my freaking goodness, what do you have at the back? And there is a Steelix. Oh my, a Steelix. What can we do here? Oh my goodness, it has Iron Tail, right? I think it has Iron Tail. Yeah, this is pretty bad. A very bad switch from the opponent with the Mandibuzz. Are you kidding me? Okay, this discharge is just gonna destroy down this Mandibuzz, and now we can safely die because we have that Gyarados, which can come clutch, I believe, finishing off this Mandibuzz and still destroying down this Steelix. Oh my, going for the Drill Peck. Okay, that was smart because you had the energy on the Zapdos, you had to spend it, and because now the opponent cannot reach to a move for sure, and even if they reach to a move, Steelix is not the best attacker. You can still survive and go for that Aqua Tail. I really love this play, well played Vulpix. And now let's move forward to the next one against an Alolan Raichu up on the lead. Pretty much a very good lead, yeah, and you have nothing to worry about. Even a Grass Knot can absolutely be a very good move to take, since you can survive it and those Volt Switches barely do any damage, perhaps 1 or 2 damage in total. So going for the Mud Bomb, which is gonna land after taking the shield. Okay. So an electric move, I think that was gonna be a Thunder Punch, and our trainer here decides to go for the double shield against the Raichu. I don't know why Vulpix did that, but the second one could not be an Energy Ball, right? Write down in the comments, please, Vulpix, what you did there, because I did not follow you a lot. But yeah, Energy Ball, I don't know, perhaps it could be enough, perhaps. Anyways, Discharge against this Charmer, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Discharge does a little bit more damage other than the other moves that this Stunfisk has. And this Mud Move now will just force them to use a shield actually to go for a move here to finish us off, spend all that energy, and whatever Vulpix decides to go in can absolutely farm down. Of course, the best choice here to farm down and win the match is gonna be the Zapdos, and you can see that even without the Thunderbolt, this Zapdos can absolutely destroy down the Mandibuzzes, because a couple of those drill pecks will put that Mandibuzz to a point that a few more Thundershocks will be it. And you also have a healthy Gyarados at the back waiting and lurking at the shadows to finish off whatever remaining HP this Pokemon might have. But anyways, if you have something like a Thundershock version and the Thunderbolt version alongside Drill Peck, just go with the full moveset. Things like this might be a little bit tricky, and you saw that if you had Thunderbolt, things could be much easier for you. However, pure Drill Peck, you can still go for it. Zapdos pretty much amazing, especially with Shield Zap, you have nothing to worry about. Even against something like a Steel type, you still have all that spam and they have to go for a move to finish you off. Got it? Got it. So, good on that Aqua Tail as we saw here. That was pretty much a nice, I guess. Nice undercharge. He wanted to charge up a bit, I guess, because he knew that the opponent has a Galvantula, so Gyarados will go down eventually with those Volt Switches dealing a lot of damage, because not only it is double weak to that electric move, also it is a Shadow Glassy Pokemon in total, so yeah, about 3 Volt Switches for the whole HP. But anyways, you can see here that, oh my goodness, that is my neighbor doing a lot of noise. But anyways, we have here this Stunfisk coming in clutch, finishing off this Spider, I guess, with this final Mud Bomb. No reason at all to block by our opponent. Oh, they blocked. I get outplayed all the freaking time, and this Mud Bomb will definitely outspeed this Spider. So another one's coming off. Down goes the Spider, and they have at the back a freaking Leaky Tank. Okay, I hate this Pokemon. I'm trying to build up on my own. I cannot. I have not yet best bodied. I'm not gonna focus a lot on Leaky Tank, but I want to make one. I'm trying a little bit every day with all those Excel trades happening, but I'm not gonna build it up right on time for this season at least. So anyways, this Pokemon is gonna go for the Body Slam, I think. Yeah, down goes the Zapdos, but a couple more of those Mud Shots is gonna beat, and Leaky Tank will be no threat right now. Next on trainers, and then Empoleon up on the lead. Once more, another Empoleon. So you know the drill with this one, just go with the Mud Bombs, and this Stunfisk is really putting up the work. I think that Stunfisk is gonna be the MVP, and of course alongside it we have the Gyarados, which is a clutch safe switch. Gyarados has nothing to worry about. Even against a Steel type, you can still go with your Aqua Tails and bring it to almost no HP in no time at all. This Pokemon pretty amazing, and if you can spend an Elite TM, just go with the Dragon Tail. The damage that this Pokemon does is pretty awesome. So the Shiftry now has to face the wrath of our Zapdos. Let's see together if this is gonna be enough. And another one's coming through, so Shiftry down it goes after spending a shield for no reason at all. Now we have to see what our opponent has at the back. Waiting, and okay, the Empoleon returns. I was not expecting that, so whatever there is at the back might be a little bit too weak to Zapdos. Having that Discharge Land is super huge. No reason at all to block here, because now Zapdos can come in, farm that extra a little bit of energy, and of course they have, okay, they have a Charizard. So will this be enough, trainers? I think it will. Let's see together, and boom! Almost it is enough. Oh, the opponent goes for the move, so that means with a shield up, this Zapdos can survive and absolutely destroy down with a final Thundershock this Charizard. That was the most epic battle that we have seen till now, and that was pretty awesome. So we have the next match, trainers, against this Mew. Okay, Mew on the lead is not the best. I understand the switch out to that Gyarados, and the Grass Knot is gonna connect. Not a very good move, but I understand the call. Perhaps I would also not go for the shield here, because I was expecting something like a Surf, and that's bad luck for double Vulpix, as we have seen over here. And they have now the Registeel going for the switch on the Reggie, and I think that's a mistake because now this Reggie will have to face the Stunfisk. Okay, Stunfisk having a very good and optimal matchup against Reggie still. You can take the moves, you can tank anything with ease, and also answer back with super effective Mud Bombs, which are pretty much faster than those moves that Reggie still can throw at you. Trying to go here for a move before they throw a Focus Blast, I really understand that play, but that did not work, and the opponent goes for the really clever Zapdos. I would block if I was double Vulpix, so a really good call by Vulpix here, not blocking the move, absorbing all that energy, all that damage actually with the not very effective Zap Cannon, and also can answer back to finish off this Mew. Now, all the energy that this Shadow Zapdos has will just destroy down this matchup, and look at the trainers. Shadow Zapdos with energy ahead, no opponent at all, finishing off this matchup. Next one, everyone. And we're having the semi-final for this video against an Alolan Sandslash. Okay, this is pretty much a good lead, I guess, because you can still go super effective against this Pokemon with those Mud Bombs, and Mud Shots are really gonna add up in damage as we're going on the battle, on the matchup. However, the super effective Ice Punches are still gonna hurt, so we have to take note of that. Anyways, coming in with the switch on the Gyarados, trying to fish out something weird, but let's see if our trainer here decides to block. He blocks, so now we have to go with the farm down, but we barely cannot, so we have to fire off a move. Is the opponent gonna block? Yes, they are gonna block, and at the same time they're going down, I guess. Okay, that was pretty weird, and they have a wing attack version of Charizard. This is pretty huge news for our Stunfisk, because now not only it can go for the move but also preserve the shield and some little bit amount of HP that it has. Okay, at the back there is gonna be a waterfall Gyarados, so now Zapdos will just come in with the Drill Peck. Absolutely, you love to see it, finishing off the Zapdos, and of course this Charizard now stands no chance. Double Flyer against Double Flyer, but our Double Flyer has this Shadow Zapdos, which is absolutely the clutch Pokemon that you need for Great League Remix Cup. Final one, trainers, and we're facing this Whiscash, which is obviously a bad lead, so we have to switch out to Gyarados, and the opponent has a Nose Pass, which pretty much walls down our Gyarados. So I understand here that things are looking pretty rough, and I want to see how well Vulpix can adapt to the situation and win the entire match. This is gonna be super interesting, because you have to remember that still a Pure Blizzard can still finish off our Zapdos. We have to play accordingly. So a move is coming off. So far so good for Vulpix. He has played this matchup as good as he could, the best possible scenario ever, and they have at the back an Abomasnow Note completely walling down the entire team that we have. And let's see if this Zapdos can be on a rampage right now, because we need whatever we can have from this Zapdos. Going for the double Drill Peck to finish off this Whiscash. How is this gonna end? I have no clue at all. So charging up to a move, the Drill Peck. What is happening here? Is this gonna end like this? Oh my goodness, they never sealed it. Why? I have no clue. I have no clue. And with that weird finale, I hope you liked this video, had a fantastic time watching it. Too many wows, too many booms, too many, I have no clue what was that in the end. I hope you had a good time watching the video. I hope to see you all into the next one. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, write down in the comment section your thoughts about this video, because it was freaking crazy, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, everyone.